Hello, my lovelies. Okay, so you know, me and my technical difficulties that I tend to have quite often. So welcome to my live pendulum reading. I said that today what I would do is I would start with actually talking to you about how to cleanse your crystals. It's a perfect time actually because of the full moon tomorrow. It's a super moon, which means it's going to project more power. And it's a time of when you would want to charge up your crystals. So I thought it'd be a really good idea for me to explain to you how to firstly cleanse your crystals, because there are various ways that you can do it. So, sorry, excuse me, I've got my trusty iPad here just in case this computer decides it wants to do something all by itself, like it has been doing for the past God knows how many times I've been doing my live pendulum readings. So, my pendulum is here, ready and waiting, okay? So I call her she, is ready and waiting, okay, to have, oh, hang on, where's she gone? Oh, right, that's it. There you go. She's ready and waiting to get some questions. Hi, Anne. But first of all, as I said, I want to talk to you about how to cleanse your crystals, rather than talk to you about an individual crystal tonight, like I've been doing previously, because there are various ways, and certain ways suit certain crystals, and certain ways actually don't suit the others. So, for instance, if you have a raw crystal, which would look something like this. This is a tangerine quartz. Oh, God, I've got to get used to this. This is a tangerine quartz. That's raw. You wouldn't want to put that near water because it will disintegrate. This is a raw rose quartz. Okay? You wouldn't want to put that near water. It will disintegrate over time, not immediately, obviously, but it doesn't like it. This is selenite. I love this one. This is raw, okay? You won't want to put that near water. So, if you have polished crystals, if your crystals are polished like this, okay, this is a rose quartz. This is a citrine. Oh, there you go, that's a citrine. If they're polished, you can cleanse these by running them underwater, okay? Now, ideally, you're supposed to run them under spring water. So if you buy a spring, brilliant, yeah? But I don't live by a spring. I live in, where I live, in the East End of London. We don't have springs, even though it'd be really lovely if we did. Not in my back garden anyway. So you can use bottled water, or you can use tap water, just warm water. You shouldn't really use the tap water because of what I've said, because of the impurities in the water. But so you'd run these, if they're polished like this, you would run them that way. You would run them under the tap for about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, that's what you'll do. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can actually put them in the soil. So you would want to put them in a plant pot. Bury them in the soil and leave them in the soil overnight. Make sure that you actually mark where you've put them, purely because, and I know that people think this is crazy when I say stuff like this, but your crystals do tend to disappear, or the cats might dig them up, or something along those lines. So you can put them in the soil. The other thing that you can do, which is something that I do occasionally, is you can get yourself a nice incense stick. This is beautiful, this one. It's called Guardian Angel, and it smells like angel perfume, I love angel perfume, and this is like, it just reminds me of angel perfume. So you get your incense stick and you literally would swirl it around. You can smudge, you can use a smudge, like a sage smudge, I don't have one of those to show you because I don't really like the smell of the sage smudge. So you could do that. Now, the amount of crystals I have, could you imagine me doing that to every single crystal? I'd be here all bleeding night. Right, so you can do that. Okay, that's another thing you can do. Or you could do one of the things that I like to do also, and I do this a lot actually, is I get my angel tuning forks and I will literally, and it clears the energy. And that's what it does. So anytime you buy a brand new, do it in a sec. Anytime you buy a brand new crystal, whether you buy it in a shop or whether you buy it online, when you receive it, you really should cleanse it. You should cleanse it. You need to cleanse it so that you can then charge it and set your intentions. Okay. So that's another way. Or another favourite of mine, because I do like a bit of a noise. I don't know, I'm going to show you this actually. So, oh, am I going to show you this one? Trust me to be bloody awkward now. Right, hang on a sec. Is that? No, that's not going to work, is it? So literally, I would, oh yeah, I can do it like this. It's going to be a bit awkward, but I've literally use my Tibetan bells, a bit like I did with the tuning forks, but obviously this would be down on something, so I could then do that with it. Yeah, and that's what you would do. Now, when you've done that, and I mean literally going through every single one of your crystals. And while we're at it, actually, I did buy a new one. I just want to quickly do it. Because the reason why I wanted to do this with you, red jasper. Look at this little beauty. I bought it yesterday, red jasper. It's on a little stand. It's so sweet. It's really sweet, isn't it? So I'm just going to cleanse that. And that's now cleansing. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this tonight, as I said to you, I've got loads. I've got to do loads of these this evening. It's because it is the full moon tomorrow. And every full moon, once you've cleansed all of your crystals, you need to charge them. There is one other method that I need to show you, which I use a lot, actually. So, this is a selenite. So I just showed you selenite in this form. Okay, look at that, stunning. But what you can do is you can buy it in this form, and it's like a plate. It's like a plate, okay? And literally, when you've used your crystals and you need to cleanse them, you just place them on top overnight. Oh, gosh, there you go. Place them on top overnight. And they're cleansed and ready to go. Okay, so that was the last method I wanted to show you. And that I've got two of these actually, and I use this more than any other of the methods that I've just explained to you. Purely because of the convenience of it. I've literally used these, I used some this morning. I don't know if you saw my live this morning. I chose 3 crystals to take to work with me. Based on what it was I was doing that day. I took a rose quartz. That was just because I'd felt really good after going to the gym, and I wanted to keep that vibration, that love kind of vibration going. I did actually take my blue lace agate for communication and for truthful communication, actually, and to keep me calm and to just keep me balanced. And what was the other one? I took a citrine with me. So although that's for prosperity and abundance, it's also about rejecting negativity and bringing positivity around you. So it's really nice when you're working in an environment that's quite political. It tends to keep all the crap away, which is brilliant. So they will go on this evening. Because I'm not actually going to put my crystals out until tomorrow evening. So back to putting the crystals out. So once you've cleansed all of your crystals, and as I said, I forgot this method. There's another method. There's loads of methods. Now this one is also, some of the crystals don't like this particular one, and I think that's why I use the selenite, or I use the tuning forks, or I'll use the incense. Hang on, I've got loads of people here. Hello everyone. How do you cleanse your pendulum? Well, Susan, to be honest, I do it exactly the same way. Where is she? I had her just now. Ah, where's she gone? She's disappeared. See what I mean with these crystals? They just disappear. Oh my days. Is it on my lap? Where is she? Oh, there she is. I think I had a heart attack then. So with this, I either put her on. I put her on the selenite slab and leave her there, or I use the tuning forks. And because this one is opalites, actually you can run this one under tap water if you wanted to, or spring water, or bottled water if you wanted to. So that's how I clean and cleanse my pendulum. One other way that you can, and I'm going to take this one as an example. So this is the rose quartz, and this is polished. So this one will be fine. But what you do is you get sea salt, right? So it's sea salt this way, or rock salt only. They're the two that you use. So none of your table salt. So you can use Himalayan rock salt, or sea salt. And basically what you do is you would pour some in. You would put your crystal in. Perhaps I'm going to put 2 in now. I'm going to put my citrine in there, my polished citrine. Okay, and then you would cover that up and make sure that's covered, and then you will leave that overnight. And then tomorrow, what you would do is you would obviously clear this away. You'd throw the salt away, and your crystal is cleansed. Yeah, but you must throw the salt away. You can't use the salt because the salt is going to draw all the negativity, all of the unwanted stuff within the crystal, so that it can be recharged. Okay, so that's what you'll do. So it's quite a lot of ways that you can actually cleanse your crystals. So we've spoken about the water, we've spoken about the sea salt or rock salt now, burying them in the earth, the incense stick, the Tibetan chimes, the angel tuning forks, and what else did we talk? I think that was it, wasn't it? So there you go. So there's quite a few ways that you can actually cleanse your crystals. So once you've done all the cleansing of all of your crystals, which is my job, I need to do tonight, then what you would want to do tomorrow, or you could do it tonight if you wanted to. You can do it the night before, and you can do it the day after the full moon. Because this is a super moon, I really want to put mine out tomorrow. So I'm going to literally lay all of mine out on a tray of sorts, and I'm going to put them in the garden overnight and then bring them back in the morning. Now, as I said to you, some of the crystals don't like water. So if you've got raw crystals, like your selenite raw, like your tangerine quartz, like your citrine, yeah, those kind of things, what you would want to do in your rose quartz, what you would want to do is, if you're going to put them outside, you would want to make sure that they're in a see-through, airtight container so they don't get wet, because in case the weather's going to be a bit bad, I mean, I don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow, but I shall find out tomorrow. So that's what I plan on doing with all of mine that are susceptible to damp and that kind of stuff. So there you go. So that's how you cleanse the crystals. Put them outside overnight, as I said. They do like a bit of sunshine as well, actually, because that will help to charge them up. But you don't want to give them too much sunshine, because it can actually fade their colour. It won't have a negative effect on their charging properties or the properties within the crystal, but it can fade their colour if they're out in the sunshine for too long. So I wouldn't suggest that you leave them out in the sunshine for too long, but definitely overnight while it's dark, especially tomorrow night when that supermoon is out. Get your crystals out there, get them charged up, make sure you cleanse them good, get them out there, and they will work. They'll be even more powerful for you, absolutely more powerful for you. So that's what you do, that's how you cleanse crystals, and that's what you need to do. And to be quite honest, you should do this on a monthly basis. You should do it with every full moon. So excuse me, I just want to pick up the incense stick. Incense is burning, and put it up there. You should do that every single month. Now, tomorrow, as well as putting all my crystals out in the garden under the moon, I'm going to be doing a full moon meditation. I've invited people. If people want to join me, please contact me. It's going to take a while to do it. It could take a good hour. And I am going to be doing a meditation on letting go of things that no longer serve you and manifesting things that you want in your life. And I'm going to do that tomorrow, 8 o'clock. So if you do want to join me, please do let me know, and I will set up a private group where we can do that together. I'm going to be doing it anyway, regardless, because I've been doing it now for a good 8 months. And whilst I've been doing this, my life has changed dramatically, and it's helped me let go of lots of stuff that no longer serves me. And that's obviously quite pertinent to yourself. So Anne is saying, quite a lot of people are saying on different Facebook pages not to put crystals outside with this full moon because it's so powerful. Well, that's them, Anne. And to be quite honest, I put my crystals out on the full moon, the super moon, at the beginning of January. I did it last year, and I don't think that there's any reason why you shouldn't put them out. The power is what you need. You need to charge your crystals, and that's where they get their charging from, and that's where they get their power from. So it's entirely up to you, to be honest. And I think it's a very personal thing. Crystals are a very, very personal thing anyway. I do believe that, and I've got such a big collection now because I use them for so many different things in my life, and I use them with people and help people with them for so many different things in their life. So it's a very personal thing. So I say, if you don't want to put yours out, then don't. But I'm definitely going to put mine out. I've been doing it for a long time now, and it's had no detrimental effect on mine whatsoever. But thank you for that. That's interesting, very interesting. So I think we're at that point now, because I've been rabbiting on for 17 minutes. I hope you found that useful about that. And one other thing, Anne, if you didn't want to put them out tomorrow night, you could put them out the day after, and you can put them out tonight if you really wanted to. Hope you don't mind me sharing. No, not, of course not. Share away, my lovely. Absolutely. Absolutely share away. Not a problem at all. As I said, it's a personal thing. And I will be doing mine tomorrow regardless. I just feel that that's right. That's the right thing to do. My intuition tells me that's the right thing to do. So we're at that point now where we have my baby, my opalites, and we can do the yes and no now. It's the yes and no questions only. And funny enough, I'll tell you, it's quite funny actually. So I've been using my pendulum a real lot. And last night I had a little session on it for myself, and I was asking it all these questions. And I'm going to be open about it. I'm just going to tell you, right? So I asked it if I'm going to get a partner. Anyway, so I've asked it all these questions, and it told me, I thought this was hysterical. So it told me that I'm going to meet a partner. This was yes and no, by the way. So you've got to devise your questions so you get a yes or a no. But what came out of it was this, right? So I'm going to meet my partner in Marrakesh when I go to Marrakesh, right, in a couple of months' time. He's going to be Scottish. He is going to he lives in Edinburgh, apparently, and he's 49. And he's a black Scottish man, which I find absolutely hysterical, because if a black man starts to speak with a Scottish accent, it's going to freak me out. I've had it before. I think a Chinese guy spoke a Scottish accent, and it freaked me out. And I remember when I was in St Kitts, right, and a white guy started to speak with a Caribbean accent, and that freaks me out, because you're just not used to it, are you? These things going together. So this is going to be hysterical. But I asked it a few other things too, about my work and about my life, and I've wrote everything down, and it's now made me think about some more questions that I need to ask it. So today we've got about 10 to 15 minutes where you are now able to ask the pendulum a question. Any question you like, but it has to elicit a yes, no. Oh, I see something on my sofa. It's like a little light. A yes, no answer. So, Anne, yes, extremely useful. Thanks, Andrew. You're more than welcome, Anne. Anne again. Sorry, wow, lots of black Scottish men in Scotland. I don't know about this. But apparently I'm going to meet him while I'm in Marrakesh. Right, so it's not like I'm going to Scotland to meet this guy. I'm going to meet him in Marrakesh, which is even more funny. So let's go with the questions now. So Susan, Ange, do you also put your wishing moon letter outside? Right, so that's something I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I don't put my wishing moon letter outside. What I will be doing tomorrow is the moon meditation, and it's a bit of a ritual meditation mixed, and I tend to burn my letter. That's what I do. But if you want to join me tomorrow, Suzanne, please do join me. Just let me know, and I'll set up a little group just for me and you, and we'll just sit and do a live one, like between us. So, okay, Laura Meads. Should Laura follow her heart? Okay, so should Laura follow her heart? Right, that's a backwards and forwards, Laura, and my pendulum on backwards and forwards is a no. So it's saying no. You can ask it another one if you want to. Anne Dixon, will Anne move home this year? Now, just remember that backwards and forwards is no, circles is a yes, okay? So, will Anne Dixon move home this year? No. Sorry, I'm not too sure whether that's what you wanted to hear. Is that okay, Laura? Okay, great. Anne, did you get that question okay? Did you get your answer okay there? So, anybody else? Okay, so while I'm waiting for some other questions to come through, just going back to what Susan was saying, as I said, if you want to join me tomorrow, you can. We can do the meditation and the ritual tomorrow together. But I tend to, Siobhan, what kind of question is that? You know the answer to that. I don't know the bloody answer to that. I'm not sure the pendulum does either. Did they cancel? Is that what they're going to cancel? That's what you want to know, don't you? Okay, Siobhan would like to know, will she finish at 8 or 9 tonight? No, we can't. We can't do 8 or 9. So I've got to say, will you finish at 8, and then will you finish at 9? So I've got, that's 2 questions, my darling. Okay, so will Siobhan finish at 8 p.m. tonight? Well, that looks like a yes to me. That's going round. Looks like a yes to me, love. So Suzanne is asking, will she be going to Greece in August? Oh, that'd be lovely. So will Suzanne Walker be going to Greece in August? It was a bit of reluctant to move then, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a no, but it was a slow no, wasn't it? It didn't right go for it, so it was a bit. But it was still a no. So Anne Dixon, will my nephew get married? So will Anne Dixon's nephew get married next January 2019? Will Anne Dixon's nephew get married next January 2019? That's a yes. That's a yes. Looks like your nephew will be getting married next January 2019. Siobhan Crosby. Ooh, lots of laugh. I will stay on for 5 minutes and see what happens. And thank you. You're welcome, my lovely. Jamie Nichols. I love this, Angela. I didn't realise you did this. You covering crystal cleaning on this one. Oh, Jamie, I've done the crystal cleaning. You might need to watch the replay because that took about 15 minutes of the live. So, yeah, you missed it. Watch the replay, darling, and it will give you all the tips there. Will I wake up Saturday? What? Oh, gosh. Siobhan! Oh, my God. What are you like? Seriously? No worries. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, watch it back and then it will give you the answers on that one. So, will Siobhan Crosby wake up Saturday? Right, well, that said no. And I love you too, sweetheart. So now ask a different question because that was broad. So if you want to be specific, because that was a bit broad. Will I wake up on Saturday? That was a bit odd. I don't like that question, Siobhan. Ask another one. Sorry, guys. It's just that I know Siobhan and I know what she's referring to, and I do know that that was too broad, that question. So, yeah, if you think I'm not trying to fix anything here, but it was actually too broad and I didn't like the answer. So ask another one, please. So, Anne Dixon, will I get necessary building work done on the property I currently live in? So, will Anne get the necessary building work done on the property she currently lives in? Right, well, that's a yes. Siobhan is saying she's concerned she'd sleep in. Ah, okay, now I understand. I understand now. Okay, so you do need to set the alarm on then. Put the alarm on, sweetheart. Right, hang on, calm down, guys. Wait. So Siobhan, will Stan have fed the animals today? I bloody hope so, because they'll be starving. Has Stan fed the animals today? Yes, he has. Way! Laura Mees, thank you, my darling. You looking well. Just got to take a call. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining me. Take that call. Thank you for joining me. So Susan is asking, will she get married in the future? Will Susan? Yeah, that's one of the things I was asking last night, and that's where I'm going to end up meeting this Scottish black man in Marrakesh who's 49 and the same height as me, if you don't mind. So I was doing a lot of that last night. So sorry, bear with me, because I just think it's hysterical. Right, so Susan, let's be serious now. Serious face. Right, so Susan, will Susan be getting married in the future? Yes, you will. Yes, you will, my darling. Yes, you will. Okay, I've got time for 2 more questions, guys. First 2 that pop up. Oh, I do love doing this. It's a bit scary because I know some people are asking questions and they want a particular answer, and I can't give, the particular answer. All I can do is give you the answer that the pendulum says, So it's quite exciting in that respect because I never know what it's going to do. And what I do love as well is I never know what you lot are going to ask me, which makes it even more fun. So, Anne's got another question. So Anne wants to know, will she need to move out of the property she's in to get the work done? Will Anne Dixon need to move out of the property she's in to get the work done? No. Well, yes, exactly, Suzanne. And let me know, because I'm buying a hat and I'm popping over to America, sweetheart, to be on that wedding, or you're having it in London, one of the two. One of us soul sisters has got to get married. Come on. It's getting bloody ridiculous now. Oh dear, never mind. One last question, guys. One last question, and then I'm going to sign out. But while I'm waiting for that one last question, then, so back to my the meditation tomorrow. Meditation, if you want to join me, it's all about letting go. It's all about letting go of things that no longer serve you, and it's all about setting your intentions of how you want your life to be going forward. You will need a couple of things if you do want to join me. You're going to need a candle, you're going to need a pen and some paper, and you're going to need something that you can burn your letter in. It would be really beautiful if I could do it outside, actually under the moon, but I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, and if I can't see the actual moon itself, it's probably not going to be as effective in my own brain. It still will, because the power of the moon will be there, but yeah, so there's that. And then on Sunday I'm doing a workshop. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Don't know what's going on there. I'm doing a workshop on Sunday where we will be learning about, or I'll be teaching about the sacral chakra. I will be teaching about the crystals that are good for unblocking the sacral chakra, and some essential oils that can be used to complement that. And we'll also be doing a meditation to unblock the sacral chakra, and a grounding kind of meditation too. So if you're interested in either of those, please do contact me, and I'll give you the details of how you can join and get involved. So it looks like we've got no more questions at all today. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I've had fun. I've hoped you've had fun, and I've hoped that the information that I gave you at the beginning of the live was helpful for you in understanding how to cleanse your crystals, what crystals like what kind of cleansing, and not, as I said to you previously, the raw ones, don't put them in water, and actually don't put them in salt either. Okay, the raw ones, do not do that. Only the polished ones can kind of like suffer that, really. So enjoy your evening, and once again, if you want to join me for moon meditation or sacral meditation, please get in contact. And thank you so much for joining me. I'll be doing another one of these next week, and I hope you can all join me to do that. So you all take care now, and thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.